Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a little shepherd girl and a flock of sheep. Every day she took the sheep to the meadows, grazed them, and played the flute to send them to sleep. On a day like any other, the girl got hungry just around noon. She took the food she had brought with her and sat in the shade of a nice big tree. In her satchel today was an egg. She peeled the egg, and just as she was about to eat it, not one, not two, but 3 things fell from the tree. What can fall from a tree? A leaf, perhaps, an apple if you're lucky, but you'll never guess what fell from this one. From this tree fell 3 little forest fairies. While the shepherd girl looked on surprised, the fairies pushed and prodded at each other, fighting. "It's mine," one said. "I saw it first, it's mine," said the other. The shepherd girl said, "Who are you, and why are you fighting?" All 3 began to talk at the same time, and it was impossible for the girl to understand them. "Hush," said the girl. Then she pointed at the green fairy. "Could you tell me what happened?" The green fairy, a little pleased at being picked, began to speak. "We come from far, far away. We're looking for something you have a lot of here, but we don't have it all where we come from." "What's that?" "Eggshells, of course," answered the blue fairy. The girl was very surprised, just as anyone would be. She looked down at the eggshells in her hand. Just then, the orange fairy began to speak. "We're going to collect all the eggshells and take them back to our country. We want to take yours too, but I saw them first." The green fairy interrupted. "No, I did." The orange fairy quickly answered, "You wouldn't have a clue about the eggshells unless I had smelt them." With that, the fairies started pushing and shoving again. Then the green fairy turned to the shepherd girl and said, "1 second. Shepherd girl, you be the judge. To whom would you give these eggshells?" Then she added, "If you give them to me, I shall give you my necklace. It's very valuable." The blue fairy was not going to be outdone. "If you give them to me, I shall teach you how to fly. That's a secret no human knows." As she spoke, she flapped her delicate wings. It was a tempting offer, to be sure. Finally, it was the orange fairy's turn. "I shall teach you a very special language, the language of animals. Then you will understand everything they say." The shepherdess thought about it long and hard. What wonderful offers in return for a few eggshells? What do you think she chose? She gave all the eggshells to the orange fairy. The orange fairy kept her word, and with a snap of her fingers, the shepherd girl was able to understand the language of animals. How did she know it worked, you might ask? Now the sheep no longer said, "Baa, baa." Instead, they spoke to one another. "Hey, watch it, that's my foot." "That little lamb has grown far too fat." "The grass in that other meadow we went to last week is the best, but this one isn't bad either." The fairies took the eggshells and went on their merry way, still pushing and shoving each other. The shepherdess went for a walk in the forest to make the most of her new ability. Just then she heard the crows speaking. The jay said to the gray crow, "I've told all our friends. The village over there has some great sunflowers. Tomorrow we will go and eat them all." Upon hearing this, the girl ran all the way back to the village. She knocked on the doors, saying, "I heard the crows talking. They're going to eat all our sunflowers." What would you do if a girl knocked on your door and said she'd heard crows talk? The villagers had a good laugh at her expense and closed their doors in her face. In the end, there was only one house she had yet to warn. This house belonged to a couple so old they couldn't even stand up straight. The shepherd girl warned them just as she had warned the others. "I heard the crows talking. They're going to eat all the sunflowers." The old grandpa and grandma believed the girl. "So what can we do?" said the grandpa. The shepherd girl answered, "That's easy. We'll make a scarecrow." The grandpa, the grandma, and the girl worked together to make a scarecrow. Then they sat in the courtyard and started to wait. Suddenly, it was as if a dark cloud descended on the village. All the crows flew into the fields, pecking at the sunflowers. But they couldn't go into the old couple's field because of the scarecrow. The old couple had a very easy time selling their sunflowers that year. Even the other villagers bought what they had grown. The grandma told the girl, "You saved our field. We thank you greatly. From now on, you are like a daughter to us. Will you come visit when your parents let you?" The shepherd girl was so happy, she said, "Of course I will." So the young girl had a house in the village. She had breakfast with them every morning, The grandma always prepared the shepherd girl a good lunch. But no matter what she packed, she always put a boiled egg in there too, because that is what the girl asked for.